Did it update already on my Twitch channel?
Yep.
I
How
didn't
many
even start
people-
my stream yet.
I wonder how many people don't actually know what Rochambeau is and just think it's a cool name for a molecule.
I don't know.
Roshambonite. I only know what it is because of blood on the top tower, otherwise I would not know.
So, which one's rock, which one's paper, and which one's scissors?
The row is paper, the sham is rock, and the bow is scissors.
No, I mean the input.
Yeah,
Out of iron, earth, and decay?
I think it's been I think it's been established that iron is scissors, earth is rock, and vitae is paper.
Damn, that men
Wait,
be
is there
scissoring.
lore to the puzzle?
Well, Kazian writes lore for every puzzle, yeah.
Amazing.
Ah, shit, the stream is being lagged.
Oh, is that why the event's called Jocelyn My Tosser? I'm trying to figure.
Yes.
Is that due to the lore? Amazing. So it's like, what? So like Jocelyn has made Tosser mad or something?
No, this is just a pun on Jocelyn My Toes, which happens.
I see.
Welcome to the Rochambeau elimination match, lower bracket.
Well, rock, paper, scissors, and its extensions are actually not. There is an alchemy connection there because I was reading that one of the five weapon extensions has fire and water as the extra two. I mean, a lot of people know about the. Yeah, so the three weapons, rock, paper, scissors. Then you can add another two to make a five weapon version. Well, people probably know about rock, paper, scissors, lizard, spot, which was invented, I don't know, about 20 years ago or something, 25 years ago. But there was, I think, an older version that is rock, paper, scissors, fire, water. I don't
like,
remember.
I know there's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, right? That's the normal one.
The fuck
Like,
are you
it's
two
something
on
like-
about?
Like, you can make a perfectly fair rock, paper, scissors like game if you have an odd number of rocks, papers, and scissors.
Yeah,
If you
true.
have 4, then it doesn't work.
Anyways, I'm gonna, as with usual with the appreciation stream, I'm just gonna sit here a bit until we get a few more viewers. I wonder if there's gonna be more people in this appreciation stream than usual.
Bist, you should speed solve the puzzle. Give us the
This
content.
puzzle.
Yes. This puzzle. You should try and just solve the
One
puzzle
moment.
live on the stream.
Okay, here. One moment. Let me speed solve it. We're starting with Hexagon, right?
Are we? Oh no.
I want to start with Hexagon.
Well, wait. Why are you grimacing, Gooey?
I'm
Just
speed
because
solving it.
because some is the one that I genuinely want to know.
Oh, okay. That means we actually have to start with Vestigan then, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking it's because some is probably the one that most people want to know about because it's where the reason why we've got so many people in this tournament. So I'm assuming that Biss is doing it second just to kind of
Call
keep people
everyone, yeah.
engaged.
I could do that, but
This
mostly
isn't
because
speed,
some is easier to talk about.
But this isn't you solving the puzzle. This is Mr.
No.
Royal
I'm
Space
solving.
puzzle. It's not you're not solving it on the stream.
One moment. No, this is my solve. This is my solve. Look at it. I speed solved it.
Did you? Is there a cool to now to copy and paste between solutions? Is that a thing now?
What? What do you mean copy and paste between solutions?
Wait, this just looks like the previous solution.
No, but I removed the overlay, so you can't tell who it's from now.
I was thinking you like somehow had the like Opus Magnum solution solver bot and just get that to solve the puzzle for you.
To be fair, this does look like a song that did.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, this looks like a spade bot solution. This is exactly. Yeah, do the notes say that this was made by a solver? This is exactly
It is
how a solver
not.
solved.
No, he did this manually. We'll look at the solution later. This is not actually the first solve we'll be looking. Well, I mean, it is the first solve we're looking at now, but this is not the solve I'm showing for Besticon. This one's showing up in some. I guess because you can't really argue that this is supposed to be a Bestigon sum in any way whatsoever.
I think it is a Vestigan solve. It's not necessarily a
what
good
is it?
Vestigan solve.
It's got a Bestigon of 35.
Uh-huh.
Do we wait for Zorflax to arrive? Is he still suffering? Is he still in the life sensing potion mines?
Have you solved the puzzle yet?
I'm gonna ping him.
Everyone go ping Zorflax.
Everybody ping Zorflax.
How many times can we ping Zorflax before he shows up?
Stop fiddling
Everybody
with your
at
son's
Zorflax in
Zorflax.
events.
I mean, if we're starting with Destigan, we don't need Zorflax's expert input for Destigan. I'm
True.
Sure you two can.
Zorflax
you two
also
know
just
how Destigan
didn't
works.
submit though. Okay,
He didn't?
Zorflax says no. No, he's been too busy
Oh.
dealing with the DRM stuff.
Fair enough,
Dorflax
yeah.
says, nah, go ahead, I'll join later, as soon as I kill this goddamn piston. Well, we might not get Zorflax this stream.
Zorflax has been killed, death by piston.
Death by piston.
Video
And-
Cake 1, I make a firm commitment now that I will not make any Worstagon jokes this stream.
What is a Worstigan joke?
Well, I think it's the word Worstagon.
Oh, I see.
That is, the joke is the word.
Also, Tess, there is actually an OM solver bot. There was an OM solver bot competition. Like 5 of the
Yeah.
community made bots that work. It was really impressive.
Yeah, so the way the competition worked is that you had to submit a bot, and there was Panic made his own puzzle generator that generated random puzzles, like 1,000 of them, and you basically were scored on how many puzzles of them you solved and your metric on those puzzles. And since there were 1,000 puzzles, it's intended that you use a bot to solve them. So it like tries to find the best bot. But there was also a team no bots, which was just a bunch of humans trying to solve as much of the 1,000 as possible.
And there was also just Biggie on her own, wasn't there?
Yeah,
And
there was
she
also just Biggie.
solved 2 puzzles.
There was also Team Biggie, which include Biggie. I think. Oh, Biggie made a bot that didn't work and she ended up just solving some on her own and submitting those.
Didn't Spiritual Shampoo also do that? Like, didn't he solve one puzzle? Like, the one really bad pure objection puzzle for min cycles of 1,000 or something.
A minute per puzzle, how hard can it be? And it's also a lot of people working on it at the same time. There was no rules against teaming or whatever. So there's just one whole team of not a bot. I'm just looking at the solution list and I see, OMG, it's a Bestigon. Anyways, that's like 33 viewers. I think we're good to begin.
What?
Well, at least it says 33 on my overlay.
That's 38 for me.
It says 38 for you? Even better. Alright, this stream is not gonna last that long compared to all the other appreciation streams, because we're starting in 88th.
Oh wow.
Oh, lovely. That's what I like to hear.
Because, you know, it's very hard to find the threshold between Sum and Vestagon when there are Vestagon solves that are 5. There are Vestagon solves that are 5, no, some solves that are 5 Vestagon, and some solves that are many some solves that are 6 Vestagon. So we gotta start like somewhat low in the Vestagon count and count everything up and say everything else is sum.
Neat.
So there's gonna be a lot less Vestagon solves shown than sum solves. I think we're gonna show quite a bit of sum solves.
I mean,
To
looking
Goo's
at this could
detriment.
be a sum solve. I don't know.
I don't know, it's just Pento. I think that's implying
What?
that 5B is pretty important. I don't know, maybe this is a sum solve. I have no idea.
This looks like a sum solve. Maybe it's a Vestagon solve. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's...
I've seen a
It-
construction method I missed in the first solve. Good start.
Oh yeah,
The good
the
old ring
ring,
construction.
the ring and spoke method. Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
Good. What do you think of the ring and spoke method?
I don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to hear anything from you. All right, you know what my solves look like. You
I
know
don't remember
that-
what your solve looks like. There's like a 200. There's like.
Okay, well, ring and spoke is what I ended up on for Bestagon.
I see.
It's we're seeing already that the ring is quite easy to make with this lustrous syrup style Bonder debonder combination.
Oh yeah, we'll probably be
And-
seeing this again. So yeah,
Yes.
this combination where you can debond something directly on a bonder.
Mhm,
A bit
yeah.
of syrup tech.
Yes, Zorflax wouldn't forgive us if we didn't mention syrup tech.
Syrup tech mentioned. But yeah. And next up is another. This has to be a Bestagon solve. The metrics imply this is a Bestagon solve. The solution name implies this is a Bestagon solve. Yeah. And here we see another method. This is the I would call this the un-Jocelyn method because we called like peeling off 2 at a time in the week 1 the Jocelyn method.
Wait, did I miss the week 1 stream? What is this? What was? Oh right, the Jocelyn method. Wasn't that Piston of Justice? This
well-
is Piston of Justice.
Yeah, that's true. This is Piston of Justice.
Yeah, we love Piston of Justice Arm 6.
But yeah, the notes say, is 4 possible? It is 4 possible.
Good question.
Oh, I don't have the energy for this.
Look, this is the
Up
stream
to
where we
you.
don't actually have anything revealed yet, so
Oh, I'm gonna die.
But alright, yes, 4 is possible and it's coming up right now. Next solve.
Is it my solve? It might be my solve.
No, we're starting
Okay,
at
it's not my solve.
1,241 cycles
Whoa.
in Bestagon 4. So, 4 Bestagon is going to get you 86th place. That Critelli is, looking at me from the top right
Yes,
corner.
reject
menacingly.
Critelli.
Reject Critelli. Oh, I mean, we can yap. We're just not gonna yap about the metrics.
When actually is the real stream? I should say the young'uns stream.
The youngins stream. I think that's the upper bracket stream. That's probably on
Yeah.
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like for me, it's Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. I don't know what time it is for y'all.
That would be at 21 UTC, which is like what, 1 p.m. Pacific or something. I don't know.
It's Monday
Something.
for most of the world.
Oh, we have a
It's
full
kinda-
peel. This looks
Yeah, I
like
think
a
it
full.
was 10 p.m. for us. in
And
the
it
UK.
looks like it's like making the rings.
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
it's the ring. It's the ring plus. It looks like full peel because, like, the attachments to the ring are
Yeah.
single atoms.
Yeah.
So it's fully
Mhm.
peeling those.
Yeah, so something that I found myself thinking about a lot with this puzzle is necessary bonds and debonds, because depending on what method you use to build the product, you have to, well, there are the same number of bonds in these 4 inputs and the product. So any bond that you break in the input, you have to make again in the output somewhere. And so you might think about trying to minimize the number of bonds, debonds. I think unless I'm completely mistaken, the minimum number of bonds broken and made you have to do is 8 of each. The ring method does 10 of each, so it breaks 10 bonds and then makes 10 bonds. So it's not the most bond debond efficient, but it is
It's quite space efficient.
slightly easier to think about. It's space efficient, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's easy to construct a ring and then just add stuff around it.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave like so many intermediaries just lying around. A ring is pretty nice and small and compact.
Yeah. And also having one part that is rotationally symmetric, you can there are some motions you can do which allow you to grab onto it and repeatedly move it without letting go while you're adding the spokes on, which can be fairly speedy. I have no idea how speedy relative to other methods though.
But alright, we're gonna drop down about the 200 cycles to Stack Mapper in 85th place at 1,047. I wonder if the drop is scaring anyone whatsoever. The notes say, I wasn't sure if he could do it. Did 50 other people do it faster than me, or am I on the stream for the first time ever? You are on the stream, but this is the
I think this is our
appreciation
first.
stream.
Yeah, this is our first output in the middle. Love to see it.
Ooh.
I never considered this, but because it means you have to put your bonders on the side.
Which
But I guess if you use the ring and spoke method, it's alright. Yeah.
Yeah, you can still see a bit of pain in trying to maneuver the atoms into the right place, though. Because the intermediary is just blocking everything. Darkbrick, what do you mean just not the cool kids stream? This is the cool kids stream.
Isn't it by definition we're not kids? Because we're over 50.
The cool elderly stream. We're cool. We're hip with the kids.
Cool grandma.
Back in my day, we didn't have these newfangled cringe metrics like Bestagon. We solved for cycles, we solved for cost, we solved for area. We took what we had and we were grateful for it.
Back in my day.
I am enjoying, even if I'm really bad at them, the amount of bullshit metrics that Kazjan's put in this tournament.
How many Is Bestagon supposed to be a bullshit metric?
Yes.
It
It's a
is.
fake metric.
But alright. Next up we have Hookery. Surely the smallest Bestagon. Yeah, I think this is provably the smallest Bestagon because 3 Bestagon is the output size, and you can't fit shit after you put down the output. You can't even put the output and input in 3 Bestagon.
Yeah, I was like, trivially, you have to do 4B because of the, you have to place both the input and the output. Oh, hi, Hokri. Welcome to the stream. Is this your first submission? I don't recognize this name.
No, Hookery submitted before. I think, like, he's always been appreciation. I don't know if Hookery's ever made mainstream. I'm on both streams, so like I forget who's made what streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do need overlap.
I guess like this is like I wonder where one piston like caps out, because you probably have a lot of people who just tried to get it to work with one arm, because that's
Yeah.
the easiest way to get this. It gives you the most space to work with.
A bit of area
But it's
style.
also the slowest.
No, Code Green, not you. We're saying Hook Green.
You know, a lot of ring gaming. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't see this at all.
Also, Kuchar Liu, I haven't seen you before. How do I pronounce your name properly? Type it in Chinese. I can read Chinese.
How do you know it's a Chinese name?
It just looks Chinese. Look at it. Except for the Z at the end. Is it Chinese? I hope it's Chinese.
Wait, no longer breathed in. Is rate period 3 possible?
Rate period 3. You mean period 3?
Yeah.
know.
I mean, period 3 is definitely possible, but rate period 3, I'm not sure. She's saying she is min RP. Anyway, I'm already yapping. It's 5 souls in.
This is the yapping stream. We're yapping here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think it is Chinese. I think he responded. I have no idea how to pronounce your name properly because I can't read Pinyin. Or I have no idea what the tones are with Pinyin. But alright. Oh yeah, the notes say lots of cycles. Next up we have in 83rd place, Slatdrill. At a very nice 999 cycles.
Sub 1000. This looks like a... Okay, not quite a cost solve, but close.
The notes say quick low optimization solve to hopefully avoid being Little Timmy. Well, good news. And I guess bad news maybe for some of you. Maybe you wanted to see Little Timmy, but we don't have enough submitters for Little Timmy anymore, not since last week.
How many unique submitters are there?
Un momento, por favor. 107.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, first of all, that's just kind of a normal drop-off amount for this stage in the tournament, but also this puzzle is actually really hard to approach. Like, when I first saw this puzzle, like, oh, these metrics are going to be so fun, I'm going to love doing it. And then I opened the puzzle and closed the puzzle. It's
Opened the
wrong way
puzzle,
round.
thought
What
about the
are you doing?
chirality, said, fuck this, I'm doing this at the end of the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this puzzle. I also found it profoundly annoying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I agree with Bookworm. It's just so much harder to solve the puzzle.
this solve, that's why I didn't really do a speed solve.
Yeah.
Anyways, this puzzle is it reminds me of the weekly puzzle called Eye Drops of Irritation, which, judging by the name, is supposed to irritate you. It was also a sum solve where everything is where it isn't supposed to be, and you have to debond and rebond everything. But that one also
want
gave you
to see the
duplication.
This has a lot of similarities to, what is it, Touchstone. Like, it's awful.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just awful.
Next up, we have an 82nd Event Ruler. It's better B4, I suppose. No notes. We're at 907 cycles. That is... Oh, this is a 3 hook method. No, never mind, it's Jocelyn.
Yeah.
The
this
Tulsas
is
are being
piston of-
jostled.
Yeah.
Which piston is the Justice piston? It's neither arm 3 nor arm 4.
It's arm 3 and arm 4. I think you can't do Piston of Justice in 4 Vestigan, so you have to split it into 2 arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Is
it
that-
Unjocelyn now. Because there's no more
Yeah.
single piston of justice.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of suppression here. What is the piston of justice? It's a way of pivoting the output with a single piston that allows for a very smooth adjustment into the next 60-degree rotation. That was very popular in week 1, which is the exact same shape as this, except you disassembled it, and I had a few more bonds.
Bookworm, I would imagine not very close, because the top Vestigan solve probably has a decent number of pistons in it. And
Yeah.
pistons are notably the cardinal sin of some souls.
Alright, next up we have, what is a username in 81st? At 859 cycles. Yeah?
That is not username void, that is what is a username.
That is what is a username.
You've got another
That's like-
username. Very cool.
Is that a track river? That track sure do be rivering. Also, this is a half solve. I think this is our first half solve.
Oh, halves indeed.
Halves and Vestagon.
Yeah. So the thing with halves in Vestigan is that halves kind of take up a lot of space because you have to
Yeah.
store the half somewhere. So you can see here this solve makes the first part of the molecule, like it makes the two halves pretty quickly, but then having to bond them together with especially using only the one bonder is
Yeah, it has to. It even has
painful.
to rotate at 180 degrees to like do the other bond,
Yeah.
and that takes
Yeah,
time.
that is why. I mean, yeah, that is why I did not even really think too seriously about halves for Vestagon, because doing the final two bonds to get the two halves together, your range of motion is so constrained, because the molecule is at its full size at that point, and also unless you're very unless you plan your whole layout around that, you've got to do a lot of movement just to get the both bar, joining the. You have to solve exactly the same problem that you would do if you made the ring first, except that you've got to do it at the point where it's most difficult, when the whole thing is bonded together. So
When the spokes are already there.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have in 80th.
No, Hokri, we didn't do some appreciation already. These are the first souls we're looking at.
Yeah. This looks like a ring method. Somewhat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, arm one just sitting there waiting for forever, just to suppress the input at the right time.
Oh wow, yeah, okay. So this is a ring method, but it's doing a lot of extra debonding. I think there's some extra bonds and debonds that are not necessary for the ring method that this is using, or am I just? Oh.
Is it? I mean, I
I'll
can
say-
pay.
It's odd because it's not using just two inputs to make the ring. It's using three, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
using
that's
an
in-
extra
yeah.
VJ.
That's interesting. That is still the optimal number of debonds, but it's using the earth to iron, white, and 2 vitae.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have in 79th place, No Longer Breathe In, who estimated 75th, but is actually 79 at 749 cycles. Quite a drop, actually. That's about 100 cycles. Are y'all scared with about the 100 cycles drop?
And Jocelyn method.
A bit of Jocelyn method. No, it's
Oh,
no.
some Jocelyn and some peeling. Interesting.
No, this is just I don't know what to call this. It's doing it 2s and 1s and
Yeah, I think
it's
this might
doing
just be the
whatever it
random
feels
bullshit.
like.
Yeah, random bullshit.
Random
go
bullshit go. But it is kind of the same as the it has the same restrictions as the Jocelyn method in that the intermediaries look about the same. You're building up the ring like one spoke at a time instead of like making a middle ring first or building 2 halves like we've described. So I guess you can put it in the same category. Alright, next up we have in 78th place at 726 cycles, Golden Boy. Hexagon. Oh my, that is a lot of arms at a track river. The notes say, I'm sure I could save a lot more cycles from this if I wanted, but the title speaks for why I didn't. Also,
Oh no, the final bond. The final bond is so sad. It's like this solve looks really fast, and then we have to make the final bond, and it's really unfortunate.
oh yeah, so much maneuvering for that final bond. Oh, it's got some conditionals in it. I saw some empty pivots in there. Input suppression reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with input suppression is that it prevents you from pulling more inputs, which is the thing you need to do to go fast. Yeah. And it also if your layout is based around using input suppression, it puts constraints on what you can do and when, and you need arms to be able to take stuff off the input and put it back on.
This one does it in 1P, but like it wastes cycles doing so. You can see arm 1 empty pivoting VK. Yeah. Like, it's very smooth in the beginning, and then everything else after that starts to hurt. Alright, next up we have in 77, IB Pirin. The notes say, for BCG, I only wanted to challenge myself to achieve what seems to be the minimum for the primary. It will be nice to see this on the mainstream, but I'm quite content with my solution wherever it ends up.
This is halves, okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's again final bond. Is a thing.
Yeah, it's halves with only a single bonder on this side of the output. Or just single bonder in general. This only has one bonder.
Yeah. So much has changed. Like, something that I had a lot of trouble with when just trying to solve the puzzle for Vestagon is that the bonder location is so important, but I have no intuition about which bonder locations lead to good pivots and good thing. Like, this bonder location is pretty okay because you can
That's
access it
something
from a
that
lot of
comes
places,
with
but yeah.
like, I don't know, area experience, I guess. Area somewhat close.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought about it in terms of what is the final bond that I need to be made? What is the fastest way to get from that final bond onto the output? Put the bonder to make that possible.
Yeah,
and
like
then build the whole thing around that.
This for Vestagon is constrained enough that this is much more like area cycles than production cycles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still kind of like production cycles, but it's not like...
It's closer to area because there's like, you don't get that much extra space. So you have to use all the extra space in the best way possible.
Alright. In 76, he predicted he was next. Gutran Liu. The notes say, I made a really slow one. Totally 698 cycles, oh my gosh. It was sub 700. Oh, this is also half
Ooh,
with
yeah.
input suppression. It's got a few more bonders though.
Yeah, I think this just saves time on the previous by having a slightly faster final bond because of the second bonder.
Does it even use the second bonder for that final bond?
It uses it once, I believe. At the very end.
No, it just uses it at the very beginning.
Oh no, it's just a... okay, it's just a...
It just builds an
thing.
intermediary. Yeah.
Yeah, I eventually was saying I was expecting this to be much more area constrained for construction than it ended up being. The thing I found myself thinking about was actually, gosh, for Bestagon actually gives you a lot of workspace.
Oh yeah, as an area main, I'm like, wow, that is so much space to work with.
Yeah, and the thing
I
I'm
don't know what
noticing
to do
these-
with all
with
this
these-
space.
Yeah, the thing I'm noticing with these slower souls is, oh, there's all this empty space. Why are there not atoms on it? Then there should be atoms on it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then obviously the problem becomes finding good places to put arms. And yeah, I know it was interesting, but gosh,
Trying to use
it
that
was a bit
space
of
to
a
your
pain
advantage.
sometimes.
Like, you look at your saw, look, there's so much empty space, and you think, well, how the fuck am I supposed to use it? That's what, like, the thing about Bestagon is that it's kind of like, I want to say it's kind of like some where it, like, you, like the theory of some where you have to fill each arm up as much as possible with instructions. It's kind of like that, but instead of like instructions, you're trying to make like each hex be as useful as possible.
Oh, this is thirds.
Oh yeah, this is the hook method. Interesting. Oh yeah, Busby was in the Discord chat saying she has none of the methods that was mentioned and has the hook method instead. The notes say mostly an exercise in how to mostly efficiently split up the product in a way that keeps all moving parts busy the whole time. I settled on these 3 7-shaped pieces. Yeah, that's a good better way to describe it. This is definitely not as fast as this approach could go. There could be a couple untouched hexes that could probably have an arm that maybe streamline things a little more. Also, yeah, 3 bonders. Hook method is interesting. I believe it's seen a lot more in some. At least from my very quick look-throughs in the solutions.
Yeah, I'm trying to count bonds, debonds. I think this is making and breaking 9. I think this is what hook method does. It does 9.
Really?
Yeah, it does all 3 on 1 input, and then it does 2 each on the next 3, so that makes 9. Yeah. Yeah, ring and spokes is 10, hook is 9, and halves is 8.
And Jocelyn?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
2x6.
Oh, I see.
I guess 2x6 is the same thing as halves in terms of bonds. Sorta, kinda.
Probably.
Yeah. But alright, next up we have Guilty Bystander in 74th. Saying, just happy to have Min Primary at 631 cycles. It's setting everything up. It better be pretty fast from here. Ah, it's doing hooks again. This is the hook pileup. It's setting up the 4th atom for each hook separately beforehand. That's interesting.
Yeah, the thing I dislike, or the thing that I disliked about both this approach and the halves approach for Bestagon is, as you said, like both this and halves, once you've put the final material on the output, you still have bonds left to make, which means you have to manipulate the full product to get the last bonds, which is a pain. Whereas ring and spokes, the moment the last atom goes on, you can output the full product immediately. So I mean, this is me going out on a limb. I without knowing, I don't know what the best solves look like, but my theory is that ring and spokes will have a clear advantage, at least possibly until we get to the absolute magic solves, and then all bets are off, because of course they are.
Magic. Alright, 73rd, we have Captain Idjit. Oh god, it works. At 606, that's a bit of a drop. The notes say, does this pivot work? Nope. 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 And it just continues on like that.
That basically sums up my trying to solve this puzzle. Like, some of the pivots work and some of them don't.
It is. This is all. We're definitely in the hook pileup right now.
Yeah, it's just there's like so many different places you can pivot the molecule, and they all do like subtly different things.
And even more subtly different depending on where you put your arms.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is another so hook seems to be you debond the first input fully, so you can have 3 inputs of 4 rather than 4 inputs of 3. Which makes sense. It's an easy way to divide the ratio if you don't want to have to deal with the ratio.
Yeah. Alright, next up we have Flames at 562. Another drop of about 40 cycles. No notes? Participation points? I guess this isn't top 50, but it's doing pretty well.
Oh, back to ring.
We're back to ring and
One
smoke.
ring to rule them all. Yeah, looking at ring, I do think ring seems like by far the best way to do this for Vestigan.
Seems like a lot of people agree. Though, I remember Dark Brick saying in the chat the opposite.
I mean, I'm imagining, like, you could even have a hybrid. Like, you build, like, I don't know, half of a... You build, like, start with jostling and then can pivot to ring at the end. Because the ring saves, I feel like, by far the most time at the end for the final bond. But the setup time isn't amazing. Don't know.
True.
Interestingly, this is debonding the full input twice to make the ring. It's not taking advantage of the fact that the ring can be made only breaking 4 bonds.
It's doing extra
rather than 6.
debonds. Alright, next up we have in 71st, Julot. Note say min primary doesn't get you top 50 kind of the min primary doesn't get you top 50 kind of metric. It's over for me. Yes, Iris,
it's a hard
4B is
soul.
minimum. We talked about this earlier. You literally can't fit the input and the output in 3B. And there is no fractional B. Despite efforts from lots of people. I think Communist Mountain is the main proponent of fractional B. I have no idea how it's supposed to be calculated.
I think it's calculated from, like, center point to every edge. So, like, 1 or 2.5B would be... do you know cuprite? It just, the cuprite
Yeah.
output molecule would be 2.5B.
Here, this is
Yeah,
2.5B.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, CrazyBot tried to submit an irregular hexagon and was met with nuh-uh. Alright, next up we have in 70th place, 42. Min primary, I
Genius
hope.
42?
No, just 42.
Just 42.
Just 42. The notes say, I think my inefficient use of ARM3 ended up making it slower. Ring method. Love the wiggly track, yeah. gives ARM1 that little bit more of access to the debonder. No, this is just another 42 submitter. They have been submitting for every week, I believe.
I think we just have quite a few Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans.
Yeah.
Oh well, maybe people can be fans of the number 42 for unrelated reasons. It's a good number.
Yeah. Have there been any by-halves constructions yet? Yes. We've basically seen every method. Alright, next up we have in 69th, Rosa.
Nice.
The notes say, there are probably still more cycles to shave off in this solution, but I don't think I'm gonna find them before I run out of time. Making a ring and putting spokes on it seems slower in free space than making halves or thirds and putting them together, but the latter doesn't seem viable in a side for a hexagon. I didn't really put in the time to try that out properly though, so maybe their solution that's just straight up like 200 cycles faster than this. Well, you'll find out tomorrow.
I mean, or you'll find out today. Maybe it gets down to like 300 today.
True. That will be
I don't know
scary.
anything about this mech.
In 19 solves, it goes down to 300. Dark Brick, if you follow the channel, you can use actual Azuri Paul in my Twitch chat. Wow. No need to subscribe, just follow. But yeah, this is using the ring and spokes method. Alright, next up we have in 68 at 493 cycles. We're sub 500 now. The bookworm.
I mean, at the rate we're going, we are going to get to 300 by the end of this stream. So...
300 what, cycles or some?
I mean, maybe we'll get to 300 sum too. I don't know what a good sum puzzle solve for this looks like.
I don't know, Gooey, what do you think?
Sorry, I was distracted looking at Zorflax's life sensing potion sum. What were we
how's
talking
that
about?
going? Oh, I was saying, people are saying maybe we'll reach 300. I'm asking if that's cycles or some. What do you think about 300 some? You think we'll reach 300 some?
No comment.
Anyways, how is the Zorflax going? Zorflax
yeah,
messaged me
Zorflax-
half an hour ago saying, "Okay, I did it. We'll be 5 to 10 minutes away from joining the stream," and then said, "Ah, wait, fuck! I lost like 5 cycles on one of the arms." Zorflax update for you all.
It doesn't even beat. It ties the record. It doesn't even beat the record.
Ties
it
Ties
beats it
is
on
good
gold
enough for him, I
tiebreaker.
think.
Yeah.
Which assembly category does this fall into? Probably 2x6 with some variation. I don't know, this reminds me of No Longer
bullshit
Breathe
go
In,
category.
so... Yeah.
Yeah, this is the random bullshit go.
It reminds me of No Longer Breathe In.
Yeah.
Anyways, the notes. Did I read the notes yet? Probably not. Actually optimized for secondary for once. Got this down to over 250 cycles for my first solve. Figured because min primary is easy, to get this will be needed, but still not exactly fast compared to what I could do with more arms to handle the input. Copy, copy, copy. Those are real copies. Alright, next up at 488 cycles, we have Copenhagen in 67th place. This looks like rings to me. It's building the elbows that scream rings to me. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. It
Oh,
bonds...
2D bonders. That's actually...
It
this
bonds
feels like it
first
might
and
be
then
tech.
debonds.
That feels like it's tech, but we might see in a good solve. Well, this is a good solve. I mean, a top solve. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
It's like debonding after bonding. This is
interesting. Although the unfortunate thing is that because the debonder that it's using is out of the way of the bonder, it then has to spend quite a bit of time getting that atom back onto the bonder again. So,
but if there were a
does-
better
I mean,
place
it
to
still
do
looks
this,
pretty
it would be
smooth.
incredible. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not look at multiple debonders. That feels like an oversight on my part. I mean, granted, I did not really spend much time on this week. but I mean, and most of the time I spent on some, but still.
Brick starting in 67th place.
Gears
Yeah.
whirring, snowflakes rotating in my mind.
Alright, next up in 66th, we have Poutinery. There's
drop.
2D bonders again. The notes say, "Boy, I sure am glad to be done with that production puzzle." The
Oh, this
insidious
layout is so
Hexagon metric.
pretty.
It is.
This-
It's so symmetrical.
Yeah.
Anyways, is this ring?
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
it's a ring.
It only actually uses the top bonder for the ring. It's like maybe you could save time by using both the top bonder and the bottom bonder to add the spokes on.
Maybe. Also, hi Greenfield. Yeah, you missed
Or
yourself.
maybe that'll just collide. Maybe it probably collides. She probably tried it. But yeah.
Zorflax, you're here. Come on.
Zorflax. Zorflax is here? Okay. Can Zorflax just join himself?
A
Or do I
wild
need to invite
Zorflax
him?
appeared. We probably have to invite him.
Yeah, alright.
I think it's only like RPO and Biggie are the server mods or something like that.
No, Zorflax could have joined himself.
Yeah.
He has
I used to be
the
able
stage
to,
moderator icon. Hi, Zorflax.
Hi,
Hey.
Zorflax.
Hey, Yapper number 4. Zorflax, are you speaking, Zorflax?
Yapper number 4 is inaudible.
Speak to us, Zorflax.
Speak to us, Zorflax. Are you there?
The piston is gone. The piston can't hurt you anymore.
He's gone. Oh no. Oh.
He died. Fell into a rather suspiciously piston-shaped hole.
But I will continue for now, though. Next up, we have in 65th, JPiv. Has the piston been removed? I will update you all on that. Category record submissions. Yeah, I guess. It's tied.
Oh, we've got a Jocelyn method. There we go.
We got some unjostling right here.
Yep.
Yeah, Zorfax is on the stage, but he's not talking. Maybe he's dealing with technical difficulties.
He's brooding ominously in the corner.
Uh-huh.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Zorfax fumbling with the mic, yeah, sounds about right. Or he's fumbling with the age verification bullshit. We actually have no idea. Zorfax hasn't messaged me about it either. Alright, next up we have Jay at 456 cycles. Baymax. The notes say, this solution starts off fast, but then gets less and less fast as the atom gets bigger and bigger, but does fit in the Hexagon, and that's all it needs to do.
Oh, it's another middle input. I guess middle input works output rather. Middle output works better with ring and spokes, because once you've made the rings, it's very easy to just make the bond. Don't have to go through that much pain.
Yeah. There's two places to put, like, bond. But I guess it's not really using the others that efficiently, though. Most of the bonders are only used to create the ring. Everything else is still going to, going through the one single bonder to bond the spokes. Alright, next up in 63rd, Cuckoo 52. With a new solution, 129. Oh, there we go, Zorflax!
Zorflax is. Hey, Zorflax.
Let's fucking
that
go.
took long enough.
What took you so long?
I just had some unfinished business to take care of.
No, I mean like after you joined.
I had to turn a VPN on and I was troubleshooting the VPN.
Oh, okay. To bypass the age verification.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you need to be age verified to join the Opus Magnum Discord?
To speak on stage.
To speak on stage's Discord has that age blocked in Australia now, which is fun.
Yay. Yippee.
Oh yeah, right, they like banned social media, didn't they?
Yeah, they have that here as well now.
Yeah.
I think no, Australia's the one that started it, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, actually.
Yeah.
We were the first one to do it, which is just great.
I'm glad
This
nobody's
feels
considering
like it has
here,
the-
I think. Yeah?
Yeah, no, but this sort of feels like it has the bones of a very, very fast solution. everything is there apart from the fact that you have to wait for the arm 1 to put the atoms on the bonder.
Arm 2 is also in such an... Look at all the empty space in the bottom right.
Yeah. Like, this is...
Yeah,
this
that is crying out for arms.
Yeah, this
I mean, this
could
is
be-
Cuckoo
this could be-
52. He is a good player. So it makes sense
Oh,
that
yeah,
his
of
solve
course.
looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the cost optimization in the top left. I imagine that arm was originally a piston when it was placed, and then it got changed back to a regular arm.
You
Yeah.
could anti-cost optimize this by placing a piston in all of the 5 bottom right hexes, bordering the best it can.
Let's do
'Cause
that.
those hexes are just not used.
Yeah, well, yeah, and those pistons could also all be on track.
You need to make it 5 individual track hexes, actually.
No, why? No, not the tinker. No. This is hate speech. Not
We cost-
individual hexes. Shadow Cluster's true identity has been revealed at last.
Yeah.
Cuckoo 52, you can... Wait. I hope
This would
that
be a
doesn't
funny
break
way
the
to
solve.
make an area puzzle with
No, that does break it.
Vestigan into max cost. So, which means you have to put an arm everywhere you can get away with. Perfect.
Perfect.
This is supposed to be the appreciation stream, and we're showing a distinct lack of appreciation for these souls as they were originally intended.
On appreciation stream.
Here, let me restore it to its former glory. Alright, next up we have in 60-second at 452 cycles, Chickens in the Attic.
Helping hands. Aren't those like friendly NPCs in Spelunky or something?
What is a friendly NPC in Spelunky? What, the
The
chickens in
helping
the
hand.
attic? Oh, the helping hand. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the solution title.
Yeah.
I don't play Spelunky.
Yeah, this is actually very similar to the previous solve. It's like very close to being very, very fast, but getting to the bonder is a massive pain. And
Yeah.
you have to get to that bonder 36 times over the course of the solve. So like even saving 1 cycle on getting to the bonder saves you 36 cycles overall.
Yeah, and the arm that is rotating the product around is dropping and grabbing a lot of times.
Oh wait, you can do Piston of Justice. This is Piston of Justice arm 3. It's not quite the true Piston of Justice. But yeah. But like once it has the ring, this is the thing we're talking about. It's pivot, extend, or wait, extend, pivot, drop.
It's the thing. It's doing
Yeah.
the thing.
Doing the thing.
I like that we get the Piston of Justice back now that we're like back in a crystal puzzle, but
Yeah.
it's pistoning the
It's
other way around.
basically the same puzzle.
But alright, next up we have in 61st, Friend. The notes say, I didn't see enough space to put bonders or debonders in a 3 hexagon, which means this is probably really a cycles puzzle, since there seems to be lots of space for arms and tracks in a 4 hex. Just solving the area is not for me though. I'll leave the cycle optimization to others. Curious to see the best solve. Tune in tomorrow to find out.
This is a random bullshit ghost soul.
I mean, I wouldn't call it exactly random bullshit go. There's still some order to it. It's like
I
2
would-
1
yeah,
2
I would
2 1
call-
1 2 2 1 1 2. Yeah.
That's too many
Yeah.
numbers in my small brain. I'm calling with random bullshit here.
Yeah, it's definitely it's still doing a sort of systematic, repeatable process. It's just I think strictly speaking, this is third. Is this third? Or no, it wouldn't. It would be.
No, it's not thirds. It's just random bullshit here.
I don't know. I don't. I think it is doing roughly the same thing twice. I think it is sort of like hard, just slightly more complicated. Like every other input is treated the same, I think.
Well, like I said, 2112, 2112.
Yes. Or no, I'm wrong.
Alright.
I'm used to that.
Next up is at 427 cycles, we have Mad Monkey.
I don't like calling people's souls random bullshit.
This is fair.
This looks like hooks. No, this is halves. No, this is Jocelyn.
First try.
The notes say?
I was really hoping for it to pivot to not being jostling right at the end. Just to prove you wrong again.
The notes say, when I first saw the puzzle, I assumed since 3B is clearly impossible and 4B looks quite reasonable, it will probably be a secondary race. When I actually try to make the solve, however, I realized that 4B isn't so free, at least layout-wise. So I have decided this is enough. Might not even be top 50. Yeah, I kinda missed it.
That basically was my thoughts exactly. I thought, oh, you get space for 4B because 3B is clearly impossible. That's so nice. Oh wait, 4B isn't actually that much space.
It's simultaneously too much space and not enough space.
I would agree with that assessment, yeah. What does straight area for this look like?
I
Is
have
it
no clue because
like
I did
week
not
one?
try. Week 1, yeah, probably. It has a different
Like
input
that, yeah.
though.
Yeah,
What's
the
the
three
week one?
inputs.
What's the week one stream backwards?
Uh-huh.
Alright, next up we have in 59th, Joseph. 426 cycles. That is one cycle better than the previous one. We're really piling up. So let's say, my school quarter just started, so this puzzle doesn't get to be optimized beyond primaries, but at least I'm 100% certain that 4 is the optimal here. Edit, just a bit of optimization.
Oh,
In fact,
Yeah,
I-
it's
I
nice.
wouldn't-
Oh, no, sorry, you go, Silvax.
I wouldn't be. I was just commenting on the min area thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the exact same 25 area min as week 1 because it's the same crystal structure and you run into the same movement problems.
Yeah, but the input is different. So,
you
I
also
think that
need
actually
it.
makes it easier.
Yes, I was going to say, I think the input, if anything, will make
Yeah, because
that
of
area
suppression.
count easier to achieve.
But you do also need a debonder. Does that change anything?
Maybe, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see it in Showcase. Don't know.
oh, and I've seen that today. I don't have Showcase loaded.
But all I was going to say is it was nice that at least for Bestagon, min primary, well, like as opposed to last week, where a lot of people in both metrics got min primary wrong, or sort of knew that they weren't at min primary and kind of had to settle. This one, at least, pretty much everyone, it seems like, knows very well that 4 is min, and we're just sort of seeing a range of efforts being put in between, just solving 4 to
I mean,
Well,
I'm surprised that
later
most
on,
of
or
these solves
tomorrow.
are still just solving for 4.
Mm.
Except some people
Yeah,
are
no,
just
this like my
end up
my
naturally
just solve
better.
the puzzle might make the mainstream at this rate. We shall see.
We shall see. Next up, we have 425. One cycle better again. Not great.
Okay,
In 58.
This is not where I expected the pile up to happen.
Oh, it's Syrup Tech. Syrup Tech's back.
Sorta, kinda.
Nice.
We
Yeah,
saw
we,
that
we
earlier.
saw we saw Syrup Tech in literally the first solve, and I don't think it has appeared again since then.
Yeah.
Because technically those two atoms aren't stranded, but like it is still syrup tech because they're never directly accessed until after they're bonded.
It's debonding something straight onto a bond. There is
Yeah.
with them in this arrangement is how I think about it.
I think this is more some tech than Bestigan tech, but if there's a good Bestigan layout, it's cool. Because for this to work in Bestigan, I think it pretty much confines you to doing Jocelyn.
No, that's not true.
Or random bullshit go method.
Nope, also not true. Well, I will. Well, okay. Well, I will tell you right now. My solve is a ring and spokes, and it uses syrup.
Oh,
Tech.
you use syrup and ring of spokes. Interesting. Fair enough.
Right. Next
To
up.
answer Maned Wolf's question, in short, syrup tech is when you debond like a molecule and leave part of the molecule stranded on top of a bonder. Often you can't even access the thing that you stranded, but it's over a bonder, so you can grab it by essentially bonding onto it and changing the shape of your molecule.
Basically, look at when arm 1 grabs the input and leaves a 2-atom block on the debonder and the bonder at the same time without actually like grabbing it at all. There we go. That is syrup tech.
Yeah, and in a different arrangement, what arm 1 could do is it could in a different arrangement where it was grabbing the input and from a different place and the arm base in a different place, it could do this debonding maneuver, and then in one movement it could put the loose atom on the other side of the bonder, so then you would have a fully bonded thing in a different shape from the original thing, in one sort of smooth set of motions without any regrabs.
Right. Next up, we have in 57th at 422 cycles, Shavor. This is
I
a
saw you
very
see
chaotic.
Yes,
There's a
we're
lot of
seeing
arms.
solve a
Ring
lot
and
of arms
spoke.
now. Like, there's two approaches to just solve the puzzle. One is to place 1 or 2 arms on a load of track to give you as much space as possible. The other is to slap as many arms as you can think of down to give you as many access points as possible. And I think this is a
Yeah,
lot of
that is
fun.
also syrup tech. Yeah, good catch.
Oh, it's storing atoms to put on later to go all the way around. Like, it goes from arm 6 to arm 5 to arm 7 to arm 4 to arm 3 to arm 2. That is a journey.
I just don't. I mean, that's amazing. I just don't understand how that could possibly save you time over just debonding those atoms on the debonder you already have, which is next to the bond. I mean, I love to watch it, but I'm just saying, this seems manifestly more complicated.
I mean, it's because that debonder is covered by the, like, output.
I'll just push it out of the way.
Why not just push it away? Yeah.
But
I
oh, we can push it away, huh?
this seems like an artifact of decisions that were made when the layout was
Tunnel
created,
visioning.
and Shavor did not want to change the layout.
No, this is another sort of, like, this could be like 100 cycles faster pretty easily, potentially, without even any layout changes. But there's a nice find. But yeah, those atoms.
It is cool to watch them all
Yeah.
pass them around.
Yeah.
It's like a bucket chain,
Alright.
firefighting or something.
Next up, we have in 56, Fuyu, Bajocelyn. Where's my equilibrium? This is the other end of the spectrum, where we're having as little arms as possible.
Yeah, this is the first solve I wanted to make, but I couldn't find any geometry that allowed me to make arm 3.
This does look like a just solve the puzzle
Yeah,
solve.
this is a just solve. It's very
Eh,
simple. It's very clean.
Yeah,
It's
and I
nice.
don't see that as a bad thing at all. I think this is
Yeah,
really nice for what it is.
Also, I think
Yeah,
this is
no,
our
it's-
first drop in a while. Of about 19 cycles. 19. Yeah, I got math.
no, well done for you.
Hey, doing math on stream is hard.
I wonder how many cycles this just saves by putting an arm in the unused hex on the right to use the input, because it seems arm 3 looks like it's limiting. I know maybe it's arm 2 that's limiting, but yeah. Arm 3 is definitely limiting at the very end.
Right, next up we have in 55th, April 4th, by Mercurius.
This solution title speaks to me. It's halves. Very cool.
Is it?
Yeah, this is halves. Oh, okay, no. It starts with a half.
Now this is what GUI described, right? Where you like make the last ones as do the last things as spokes. Because building the ring takes time, so might as well make a half burst and then half Jocelyn method, and then the last atoms are the bonds, or the spokes.
Did I describe this?
Or did Mora describe this?
I described it as random bullshit go, and I think Goo was trying to protest at me. And
No.
called it something.
Random bullshit go is something different. This is like building
This is
half.
novel, but
Half into ring. It's like halves into ring.
yeah, and it's completing the ring. It's completing the halves incidentally, isn't
I
it?
forgot
While
who
it's
mentioned
getting it-
that, saying that because building the ring takes a bit longer than just building the halves, so you can build one half first and do the rest as ring method. Ring. And
Oh yeah,
spoke
no, I
method.
was talking about that potentially happening, but that I don't think we've
Yeah.
actually seen it yet.
Well, this is it. You're looking at it.
Yeah, it's using probably the optimum rather than committing to any one particular strategy. It's using the optimum technique for
For each
how much
stage.
space it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now. I'm thinking, I would not be surprised if this is what gets you. Yeah, I earlier on I said I think ring and spokes is probably the best single method, and I think with a qualification stick with that. But seeing this, I'm thinking,
Yeah, you can mix, because ring and spokes is best for the end, but halves is best for the beginning. So, yeah.
Next up we have in 54th, a grape jelly singularity. The notes say, first saw of 11111 in toggle case.
We love solving the puzzle. And this is the stick an arms on track to give you as much space as possible. So
Yeah.
it's very nice. Does the track river track river? Yes, it does. Very cool.
And Pet saying, I see why they call it the geriatric string with all the forgetting done. Hi, it's us, the geriatrics. We're all pretty
Nice,
old
nice.
members of the community, aren't we?
We are.
speak for yourselves. I'd say being the
Well-
oldest, probably the oldest one here.
I don't know, Zorflex is pretty old here. In terms of time in the community.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the youngest in terms of time in the community. I'm thinking literal age.
I have no idea what everyone's age is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know actually.
Don't sound off in the chat. I don't want to hear it.
We're in our
This is
20s,
the
right? Gooey is silent. Oh no.
Twitch bans speedrun.
Twitch bans me.
Yeah.
If we go lower than 14. No, this is the geriatric stream. We're all over 50 here. Alright. Next up we have Reinen. At 376 cycles.
That is a name I was not expecting to hear now.
Is it?
I think there's a lot of people who maybe didn't give this puzzle as much
Yes, that's
love
fair.
as it could have
That's fair.
been. This
Well,
is
that-
not a pivot I ever considered. This is a cool pivot.
Everything around the spoke. Wow.
Yeah.
Then I'll
This looks like
say-
it just got the puzzle solved.
Unfortunately, I had almost literally no time this week, but I had to submit something, so here you are.
Very cool. Yeah, no, this is a great pivot for just solving the puzzle.
In 50
I wonder what
seconds.
Bestigan... Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, you go
Go
first.
on. I was wondering
Yeah.
what Bestigan, like, instructions look like. Like, you probably get a third P to work, and it looks something like this. You just use this
It's
pivot.
gonna look a lot like production, I imagine.
Yeah.
Next up in 52nd, we have Lydia. I think that's a new player.
Ooh, fancy. Oh, this is a track on the left. That's a fancy ants track.
We dropped from that 400
It's
pile up to like
halves.
350 pretty fast.
We did. Damn, this is halves.
Yeah.
The notes say, this is my first time submitting for a tournament. I got into it because of that Goodbye Galaxy vid. I really enjoyed this metric. I hope I did well. I might not be able to catch the stream, so would it be possible to DM me what place I get when my result comes up? Somebody at Lilia.
Oh no, Lily is in the chat, so she'll have
Is she?
seen this.
Oh,
there she
yeah,
is.
the cycles are dropping faster than I thought. Lilia. Hi, Lilia. Welcome
Yeah.
to the tournament. It's a good time here.
Lilia joined the Discord a few days ago. Remember, because they like Slay the Spire. Yeah, a lot of people like Slay the Spire in this community. I think a lot of people just like Slay the Spire in general, actually.
You know, this does all the things we said were slow, using input suppression and, like, having to get a final bond, and yet it's still so fast.
Mhm.
It's clean.
Alright, who's the unlucky person who didn't make the mainstream?
Is it
By
me? I
one
wouldn't be.
placement.
It could be me here. I wouldn't be surprised.
At 355 cycles as well, and 170 cost, we have
Oh,
Aaron.
wow.
170
Tertiary drop. Wow.
shape. Oh,
Oh, yeah. This is pretty good, Agon. This is cool. 3 arms
That
doing all
ring
the
is
work.
not done. Yeah, now it finishes the ring.
yeah. So if your solve hasn't been shown, it's a full day of vague posting for you.
Yeah.
Have a
Was that a
make-up
sigh of
Gooey.
relief?
That was not
Sorry?
a sigh of relief.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. I'm realizing in real time that I mean, I already knew that I got stressed during a normal result stream when I knew that I would be coming up, during the thing. Knowing
But now
that,
you
having
get-
sat through not knowing for a whole stream's worth and then having to face the prospect of sitting through another one, I'm just like, oh god, kill me now.
We're killing you over here. Yeah. Ah, yes, congratulations, Amaranth, on winning the stream.
And that's where we ended here. I looked at who 50th is. I'm not telling you all. You have to find out on Monday. But yeah.
On to some we go.
Okay.
It's gonna be
so-
it's gonna be a weird thing because we know who came 51st, and people will probably if you're near that cycle count, will probably be able to go, okay, I'm gonna come 40 something, but like you could be like if you're significantly below that number in any way, like you're not gonna know.
Yeah, you could be
what-
anywhere from like 5th to 32nd or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Yes,
Poor
it's
Gooey.
because we don't know how, because we don't know where the pile-ups are going to happen. So it's it's like am I at the top of a bad pile-up? Am I at the bottom of a good pile-up? Like where is it?
Also, I'm gonna leave y'all to
how
yap
much-
for a bit.
Yapping hours.
Yapping hours is Orfex's favorite part of the appreciation stream.
My favorite part of the stream.
If we're gonna start yapping, I can't get over that. Like week 5 is a thing that exists. like yeah, this is literally an April Fool's joke. You just take the
So-
input to the.
I was talking to RPO about this yesterday. Earlier today. Yesterday. Time zones. And he said he was like verbally out loud laughing for a straight minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a good callback. I remember, was it you when you did the 2019 sort of restream for creative accounting? I think Arco was like, it's not the most flashy or exciting puzzle, but it's one that he still really likes. And I think creative accounting or reclaim gold, it's just a good puzzle, and so having a fun spin on it is
Yeah, tax fraud. We love doing tax fraud.
yeah. I have my own opinions about tax fraud, but I cannot air them. It's a fun
I
puzzle.
mean, yeah, you're not gonna get banned on stream. It's gonna be Bisp that gets banned, so you can say whatever you want.
Also, I have something else I need to yap about now that I'm here. Oh, that piston nearly turned up in a campaign thumb record. Oh.
That was really funny. It's like, yeah.
I just
It's so
immediately
fun.
like on site. I'm
Isn't
like,
it?
hey Best. I'm like on site. I'm like, hey Best. I'm gonna be late. I have something I need to do. I was not
Piston
gonna be able.
spotted, kill
Oh,
Yeah.
protocol activated.
you don't understand.
It's so tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not
You
even
know-
B. Like it's still on the leaderboard for some A or something. So yeah,
You don't
it's
understand.
not actually gotten rid of.
I was like enjoying a nice relaxing bath, and I saw that pop up, and I like got the fuck out of my bath as quickly as I
Laptop
could.
in the bath?
Booted up Opus Magnum and locked the fuck in for 2 straight
You're
hours.
still in the bath now?
No, I got out.
I'm just imagining Zorflax just like
Zorflax bathwater. You get
Yeah.
9,999 points, and
I mean, I've
send-
always wondered what
the
those
9
incidental
million
splashing
points.
noises were.
9 million points, and I'll send you Zorflax bathwater.
God.
And even then, I gotta say,
Custom puzzle idea.
that was like a really hard piston to like. I only like got it on a 10G time breaker, but holy shit, that was a
Wasn't-
good ass piston. Like that new player Hennessy, I think whoever made it, I grossly underestimated how well it works in tandem with the Hexagon.
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
is
was
right
really.
below it.
I was looking at the same thing you were, and I was like, I am not sure that a triangle track does get all of the access that you need for this.
The only
but-
way I found is by getting rid of the third input, and the second calcifier in particular, which saves you 10G naturally.
Yeah, I thought you might do that. Yeah.
And with that, you need less access points, so you can bring back a normal arm. And I ended up, it's like slower but cheaper and saves 1 hex. And if it didn't save 1 hex, I might still be at my computer trying to beat that goddamn record. Because, It's a great layout. I don't think it's maxed.
No. But it is very exciting to see a main campaign, some record.
There are a lot of them that are falling
Improved.
this year. I haven't done a count, but it's like somewhere. I think it's like 10 or something this year. Like at least 6. Like there's a lot of them that have fallen by like a lot of them by new players.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? It's that us old players have just seen things before, but we look at all the old tech, like we don't think to put a piston in a sum solve. That's how the speed record happened.
Yeah. Well, and some in particular, I find is a metric that suffers a lot from once you see a good sum solve, it can be very hard to think about how,
Yeah.
unless there's an obvious improvement in that sum solve specifically, it can be very hard to come up with a completely different concept that somehow does better. It's
Yeah.
a punishing metric like that. And
Yeah,
yeah,
even like very, very dark thread sum fell very recently. God, you see this, it was this year that I got Curious Lipstick. I improved that one, and that feels like a million years ago, and that was this year. And there's like at least a few in between those.
On
Yeah,
a
even
completely
Utopia's production, I find.
Oh yeah, the viscous sludge instruction save is incredible. I cannot tell you how many times I've looked at that solve and thought, I wonder, but just did not. Just
I
didn't
think
have
if you
the-
want to
didn't have the
argue that
Utopi brain.
about main game primary, that's one of the views left is production instructions. If you want to count appendix as main game.
Completely unrelated, Zorflax, but when are you and RPO doing the next 2019 stream? Because I'm really enjoying those.
We were gonna record an episode along with the journal discussion yesterday, but I woke up not realizing that daylight savings had ended. So he messaged me when he thought we were meant to start, and I'm like, still in bed. I'm like, oh,
You were
shit,
still in the
wait.
bath?
I was still in the bath. Could you believe? No. And so we ended up like, I needed an extra hour, and they were like, well, the journal thing, we'll do that first, and that took longer than expected, and it was like his bedtime, so we're putting it off till next week. But that's
Also,
when the next one will come.
It's worth noting this solve has a sum of 550. So that is your target to beat. I wonder where 550 will place in the stream.
Oh yeah, that's visible.
That's probably a good segue to some.
Speaking of some,
Oh, I'm ready to suffer.
we have Mr. Royal Spade solution. We looked at this earlier. This is Mr. Royal Spade sent me a video of him programming this by hand to prove that he programmed this by hand, even though it looks exactly like what a bot solve would do.
Yeah.
The notes say, I've got my thesis defense this Saturday. Wish me luck. Well, we're past Saturday, so I hope it went well.
Mr. Royal Spade. Oh, we might soon be talking about Dr. Royal Spade.
Dr. Royal Spade, yeah.
You have to change your name to Dr. Royal Spade in the Discord if your thesis defense goes well.
Mm-hmm.
We still got over 100 submitters? Jesus.
Oh yeah, we got 107.
Nice.
We're gonna be skipping a lot of solves here, though. But we will be seeing 104th. At 1,404 sum, we have Volsentire. New solution 1.
Pile up, please. Pile up, please. I'm kidding.
New solution 1. I know Volsentire. This is a solve the puzzle solve. Oh, it's a peeling solve. We peel the entire input.
The solve is quite appealing.
This is the weirdest shaped surrender flare I've ever seen.
Oh wait, it's a half soul.
Sorta,
Wait, it's
kinda.
If there is okay, I think if there is a soul to give the random bullshit qualifier to do it, it might be this one. I have no idea what's happening in this soul. It doesn't completely peel. It uses that vitae to iron and that iron to earth.
Sure is doing things.
Yeah. But it completely peels the first. Huh. It stores 3 vitae. Oh yeah, it does. This is sure is a self.
It's new solution 1.
We
Next
love
up
a
we
good old
have
new solution.
104th, not 104th, 101st. We have Fallen Healer at 1,093 sum. No, that's cheap. It's doing ring. It's doing the thing, it's making a ring.
Things and rings.
No, it's not a 3-way tie. We skipped a few Bestigon solves.
Oh no, because the output blocks our access to the last hex of the bonder, so we have to move the output every time to get the last atom on. That's so sad. Still, it's a nice construction. Yeah, see here, this output is too fat.
Also, Xanax saying 3-way tertiary tie. There are no tertiary ties in that. There's only one single primary. I guess you can say that it's a tertiary tie because it's all zeros.
But it makes a good point. Is this pulp 5 width? I think this is 5 width.
I don't have my mods to check.
Or it might be 5.5 width.
I count 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5 width.
I
Oh yeah, that's 5.5. Yeah.
Alright. Next up, we have in 100th place, Fish at 978 sub. Sub 1000. Oh.
Sub 1000 gets you 100th place. Ooh.
I missed my zoom mod. What is this doing? So it's splitting this bottom input into 3 individual atoms. It's
Okay.
it's
It's
adjusting
reversing the
chirality
chirality.
of the other 2.
Yeah, I hope to
Yeah.
see this at some point.
Yes, reversing the chirality of 3 triangles and then adding 3 single atoms on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 3 of them are reversed chirality and then adding,
Mm. This is one early idea that I looked at and discarded.
Alright.
It's neat. That is the cool thing about this puzzle is that there are a lot of different ways of mapping inputs onto the output.
Yeah.
Almost
Except
an
we-
annoyingly large number of ways.
I think that's the point.
Never.
Alright, next up we have a 97th at 873 sum, Wolfmax. I'm just gonna look up here first.
New solution 1. That's a lot of debonders.
This is essentially halves. Yeah.
I'm not convinced. Do we actually use all the debonders? Yeah. Good old half
I
soul.
have no idea if they're all used.
Maybe.
Probably.
Oh, this is trackless. Is this our first trackless solve that we've seen?
I don't know. I think we've seen trackless in Bestigon. I don't know.
Now this is I've seen this before whenever I'm just trying to solve a puzzle. Like I have the entire thing, but I have to bond them together and everything is rotated exactly the wrong way, so I have to do so much work to do this.
Yeah.
That's the speed solving special.
Yeah, no, this looks like a speed solve. I'll say it, yeah. It's
Alright.
like shit, I've made the shit. How do I stick the shit together?
Alright, next up we have in 96th, Andy Tapman at 853. The notes say, I'm bad at this game.
We've got another
Chirality
bond
corrector.
minefield. Yeah.
This is a chirality corrector.
Oh, and this is also a speed solving special. Put all the atoms in the right places and fix the bonds once you've made the molecule.
True.
Uh,
Honestly, a TI special sometimes too.
yeah.
I like aesthetically how the whole crystal kind of snaps together in a couple of swift motions.
Yeah. This was faster with the last 3 spokes. Alright. Next up we have in 95th, Stack Bapper at 801 some. Hex Arms and Pistons. Zorfax, what do you think of this solve?
Well, wow. I mean, the hex arms are pretty cool, but no pistons, please.
And it was
Yeah, I was
doing
going to say
halves.
it's got hex arms, so it's automatically a good sum solve. But it's got pistons, so it's automatically a bad sum solve. So in the end,
Wait.
I don't know what to think. We live in a land of contrasts.
The hex arms don't do anything. You could replace those hex arms with normal arms.
Oh yeah.
They
Easy
don't
20G
reset, I
right there.
guess.
It's sum 4, guys. It's sum 4.
No, it's not even good for some 4 because
No, I know, I know.
10G is worth more than the instruction. Uh, No, this is a very. You can clearly see the thought process coming down this half solve though. Just like here is 2 halves, make the 2 halves.
Arm 4 pistons like once at the very end.
It does. Oh, that's comical.
Alright, hex
I
arm
should-
do go spinny.
In addition to like the hexam reset and the like shit post solve to annoy you, I should have just put a piston on but doesn't piston.
Oh, that would have got me, yeah. That's like the only thing you could have added.
Just
Yeah.
make it a Steven arm.
Mere Stephen Piston. Yeah.
Steven Pistons, yeah. But alright. Next up we have an 89th, skipping a few solves again. We
I'm
have
sad that we're
Ghost
not
Ship
seeing any
Supreme.
Stephen Souls.
Yeah,
Oh.
true. 725 some. Ghost Ship Supreme.
We've got another biarm that doesn't do anything in arm 1. Yeah. This is halves. Very cool. So, arm 7. Arm 7 is a mood. Arm 7 is I put this arm in the middle and I made the entire thing, and then I realized that my arm is stuck in the middle and I can't use this output. So we have to get out the way with this track.
Also, minor ments, a Steven Piston is a piston that the only thing it does is a pivot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this arm 6 biarm also doesn't do anything. Yes, this is a cool construction method, I suppose.
Next up, we have in 88th place at 712 some. We have Hev. Speed solve.
Oh yeah, speed solving is
I guess
Oh,
it's
it's-
doing halves.
yeah halves. I'm realizing now if I like had saw the spokes and rings at all, my speed solve would have actually been so much faster. 'Cause rings seems like the easiest way to do this. Because when you have halves, you have to worry about the chirality for like every single bond you make.
Yeah, and working out a good way of getting the two halves oriented the right way relative to each other to fit them back together. Because obviously you want to reuse the same machinery to make both halves, but then you end up with them both oriented the same way, which you
Yeah, and it's a
fix.
massive pain.
And finding good geometries that can deal with that problem while also not massively inflating the area count is an interesting problem.
Indeed.
Alright, next up we have at 681 some, Savakra. In 86th place. Quite
86th
a
place, you
drop,
say?
isn't it? Yeah, 86. No, it's not a tie. We skipped the Hexagon solve.
Oh, okay.
We skipped Mikulius's April 4 solve.
So what was that 51st place Besticon solve 500 something some?
Yes,
Yeah.
550-ish. It was 170 350 cycles and some amount of area.
Really makes you go, hmm.
But yeah, what is... I guess this is halves. It's a
This
really
is like a
roundabout
lot
way
of
of making
surgery.
each half, though. Yeah. Guilty Bystander says, please skip my sum solve when I get to it. I'll see if I remember. Next up, we
Yeah, this
have...
is like heart transplant levels of surgery.
In 666 sum, in 84th place, we have Charlie Preston. This is also us. We're skipping chickens in the attic's helping hand solve.
Having a sum with 666 sum on Easter Sunday is
Don't worry, it's no longer Easter Sunday for me anymore. It's the Monday after, and save for Sorflax. I think.
Say what?
I'm just saying it's not Easter anymore for the both of us.
Nah, yeah, it's been a few hours since Easter.
Easter
ended on my
Monday.
end.
Easter Monday, I guess.
Yeah, we get Easter Monday.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't.
public holiday here as well.
I don't.
I had where RPO is, he doesn't get Easter Monday.
Over here we have
Found that
a
out
holiday
yesterday.
called Tomb Sweeping Day. Where you're supposed to go and sweep your tombs of your ancestors.
Yeah, right. Do you
That's a
do
public
that?
holiday. No, we don't go on the day of because there's going to be way too many people. But we do actually do it
it's like-
around the time. Yeah, because it's a public holiday, lots of people go the day of, and it just like that's traffic jam hell.
Wait,
So
there's
we
already Easter. Easter already ended for me.
Well, I suppose the MK test might be in an Orthodox country, in which case Easter might be actually a bit later in the year.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I don't know how the Christian calendar works.
Yeah, I love MacBoy. Shout out to Teaming Jie. We also have on the same weekend we also have Jie, which is Children's Day, which is also a public holiday. Don't ask me why. That one, I don't know the reason for that one. Alright.
This was actually there is some thought put into this because I do
Yeah.
I see the two arms on the triangle track trying to handle the inputs, but running into the geometric problems of the puzzle that there is a lot of debonding and rebonding to be made, and maybe a couple of arms handling the whole thing does actually slow it down, at least
Also-
with these debonding methods.
The notes say, I guess my arms are actually switches. They swap positions each output.
Nice.
We love some versatile arms.
I think green vitriol sum actually does the same thing.
Right, next up we have an 83rd Don Hamon. I'm just gonna keep pronouncing it like that. I have no idea how I'm actually supposed to pronounce it. Oh, this is the, I am disposing of every third atom solve.
Oh yes. Yeah, this is good.
Oh yeah, I did wonder.
Very good.
It wasn't gonna appear in Bestagon, but,
This is another speed solve classic.
yeah.
If the ratio is bad, just ignore it and make the ratio good instead.
The ratio isn't even bad, it's just, things are fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
And,
much easier
I
to
mean,
deal with
yeah,
pairs.
People saying Leganesco saying area doesn't matter, so it's funny. Minor Man 60101 saying not the area. This is actually quite significantly smaller than some of these souls that we've already seen.
I mean, have you all seen Quintessential Medium Sum? Area
Oh,
does not
God,
matter.
medium
Yeah,
sum.
or Horn Silver, I think. Is that another one that just throws away most of? Or...
Nah, Horn Silver Sum's actually quite nice to look at.
Oh, I see. I must be thinking of something like Litharge Separation then.
Animismus Buffer, I think,
Animismus
is
Buffer.
pretty wasteful.
Waste Reclamation, is that another one? Probably
Waste
is.
Reclamation.
It's the seven atom ball with Moors in the middle, to 2 salt-like outputs.
Oh yeah. That one.
Oh,
There was also the
yeah,
panic
okay.
puzzle. The panic TI puzzle.
Yeah, that very well could be wasteful. Though there was a disposal glyph in that puzzle.
Oh yeah, true. You were given disposal.
But yeah, people forget Horn Silver was actually designed as a sum puzzle, so that's
Yeah,
the
it
one
was.
metric it's not cursed in.
And who knows? Maybe there's cursed sum puzzle. Maybe we can give him cursed sum puzzles. I don't know. I think this one might be a bit cursed.
Minor Man, if we're talking about easy saves, we can save 10 gold in one area by removing the bonder below arm 2, which is never used.
Oh. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
Wow, 11 sum saved. Does that matter? No. In 82nd place, we have at 611 sum Hukri. Big sum. What is this?
This
What
is
is
triangle
it doing?
9 arms. Well, it's not slow though.
It's triangles with opportunistic spoke bonding.
Hey, at least this has a good ratio.
Yeah, I suppose for those unaware, generally you want your cost to be between like 1 or 1.5 times your cycle count for most sum puzzles.
One of my sum puzzle golden rules, along with the piston rule, is if you have 9 or more arms, you have too many arms.
Wow, look at this. It's 9 arms. Alright, next up we have an 80th. We're skipping 81st, that's the Reinen solve. Reinen best gun solve, we have Nightshine. 591.
Toby, if you make Hornsilver Instructions more cursed than it already is, I'll be genuinely impressed.
Right, Horn Silver Eye is the one where you have no disposal. But you know what you do have? You've got purification.
You have as many dispersion glyphs as you could ever need.
True.
Knowing how this tournament's metrics are going so far, we might just get a free-faced instructions puzzle at some point.
And we already have pre-based period, so you know. The notes say, "I don't like this one. Some more like than gone." All right, in 78, skipping. Oh, that is I'm looking at that Hexagon solve that we skipped. Yeah, I can see why I don't recognize that name. That is that's faster than we've seen. Alright, next up in 78th, we have Captain Idget. 578 some. In 78th place. This is really area conscious. It's doing the triangle method. The chirality fixing method. Am I still here? Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My yappers have
We're
gone
just
awfully
absorbing.
unyapping.
Yeah, I mean, it is very area conscious. One might say possibly too area conscious, because some of these motions could probably be done faster if it used up as area. But yeah, 45 is small. I don't think I made anything that was under 45.
Yeah, I guess just the big triangle is just really area efficient to rotate around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, in general, pivoting around anything that's in the central ring is better because you're doing like the you're doing, rather than a length 4 swing from the point of the a length 3 swing from the point of pivoting. If you're doing it around one of the corners, it's like lengths 2 and 1 plus some weird nice move lengths.
Next up in 77, we have at 562 some Ivy Piran. The notes say, for some 3, likely too expensive. It wouldn't be a big surprise since I solved it with a mind more towards cycles. Given the open nature of this metric, I'm quite interested to see the variety of designs others come up with. This is halves.
That's an arm 9, I'm saying. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the quickest sum solve we've seen so far.
We shall see.
Yeah, I think it is.
So far, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said so far.
Yeah. Alright. Next up in 76th, we have a 545 sum. What was the best Hexagon solve in sum? Have we beaten it yet?
I mean, we probably haven't seen it yet because the best Hexagon solve will by definition be quite fast.
No,
so...
the best Hexagon solve we've seen. Yeah.
It was
Oh, yeah, it was
Amaranth
like-
solve, I believe.
Yeah, it was like 551, didn't you say?
Oh yeah, well, we've beaten that. We have at 545 now. This one is doing ring and spoke.
Seeing the top solves for this metric is going to be so fascinating tomorrow.
It is. But yeah, like, the thing that is holding this solve back is just arm 3 is limiting. Like a lot of the arms seem to be waiting on arm 3 to do the thing.
Yeah, arm
It is
3
more
has a
efficient
pretty
than you
full tape loop, kind
Yeah.
of, sort of.
But like other than that, it looks pretty okay.
Yeah, but also arm 1
Arm
being the
4
only
is
arm that
barely
grabs
doing
any
anything.
inputs.
Yeah. We can start talking about the concept that in some, you kind of want all your arms to be doing as much as they can, evenly distributed. Alright, next up we have in 75th place at 538 some, Busby. The notes say, it's fine, it's fine. It does work though. There's probably a less collision prone way that has the half of the central ring up to the top, which will smooth out some timing. This is a mix of halves and ring and spoke.
Yeah, halves into ring, basically.
Yeah.
Seeing that hex arm and imagining a bonder at the top makes me have ideas. Devious ones.
Did you submit for this puzzles or flex?
No, I didn't. No, I'm a do my best or don't submit type operator. So, and the last couple weeks have been absolutely nuking my ability to participate in the tournament, really.
Mostly
Fair
just
enough.
the
Yeah.
Dura Metallica stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
We locked in the journal. I had to...
Yay.
I had to flaunt that fact as a bit of a teaser.
When do we know when we're getting it? When
Next
at it?
couple of days, I'm pretty sure.
Exciting.
Alright, next up.
I reckon it's a good journal. I reckon it's a very good journal.
Next up is Guilty Bystander. He asked to skip it. Alright. Next up in 73rd place, we have Julot at 527.
See, I respect the Guilty Bystander asked us nicely. Spiritual Shampoo has never once ever asked.
This is
This is a full
fast.
tape loop.
This is even
Yeah.
faster. And it's doing so with only 7 arms. Zorflax approved. This is not 9 arms.
Good, yeah.
The notes say this
Bit
is the
close
casual
there, but
solve of
it's,
the puzzle.
it's officially not too expensive.
I wanted to focus on Hexagon and I got 6, so yeah, this will have to do for some. I don't think Spiritual Shampoo submitted for this puzzle, actually.
No, he's using a break week because he's ideologically opposed to Hexagon.
Right. He has submitted for next week already, though, for week 5. This is fast. This is the new fastest, isn't it? At 106 cycles.
Yeah, this is quite fast. So it splits one of the triangles up and rearranges the other to be the correct chirality, and then splices those 3 objects together, and it turns into a half.
Alright, next up we have in 72nd place at 517 some flames. Participation points. This splits everything up into single atoms and then deals with those. I respect that, it makes it easier.
This looks like a solve the puzzle solve, which is very
Yeah.
cool. You just do the thing. It's nice and easy. Yeah, no, I'm looking at this, I can see how some gets quite a lot lower using a very similar assembly method. It's just like, there's arms 2, 6, and 4 could probably be 2 arms. Arm 1 and arm 3 could be combined. There's so many cool things you can do in some. This is why I like some. Make those trade-offs. It's a pretty good base to start with.
Alright, next up we have at 512 some in 71st place, Xandorf. These solves are starting to look definitely like some. Well, I mean, I say that, but that piston, that arm is basically only pivots as a piston. Oh my
Get your
god.
wish of a Steven piston.
No, it retracts once. No, extends once? It barely does any retracting and extending, but it does do it. But for the most part, it's kind of just a Steven piston.
I feel like this could trivially have a gold save, but I'm not going to try and do it.
I'm too
That
tired
piston.
to tinker. Otherwise, I might have.
That looks very, arm on trackable.
Can it even track river, maybe? Oh, it for sure can. Alright, next up we have in 70th at 507 some, Panasonic. So-called Olympian. They do be vaulting. This is halves.
Oh, this sort of is like very good costs and cycles, but loses out on area, and that's what halves does to you, I guess.
The notes say, some. It's big. Quite the specimen. Interesting way to assemble the halves. Looks so convoluted, but it just works. Alright, in 69th we have Cuckoo 52. At 505 some, with new solution 128. What on earth is it doing to assemble that? It's syruping.
We lost syruping.
Tasty
This-
syrup.
Next up we have at 501 sum at 68th place, Greenfield. The notes say, I don't know how to do sum well, so the slightly better sum I'll have to do. This is also halves, but with a more normal looking way of creating the halves.
Yeah, a lot of the half souls are all have. We can identify them quite easily with this characteristic two parallel bonders next to the output sort of feature. Started to become a bit of a staple.
So many half
You
solutions.
need to have both arm 6 and arm 7 is kind of sad. Feels like with some better geometry, those could potentially be a one arm.
Why is
This is half P.
Yeah, this is half P. This is sum 4, Bray.
Yeah, why is
Arm
R7
7
doing
is
that?
completely unnecessary. So this, you can save about 40 sum here trivially by just getting arm 6 to do the outputting. That's funny.
Whack.
Sum 4 moments. This is not better sum 4. I think you still get better sum 4 by just taking the cost savings.
Yeah, as a couple people in the chat mentioned, that arm 7 diamond track actually does nothing because it would have just ghost grabbed without the track anyway.
Good times, good times. I thought you said you're too tired to tinker.
This is an easy tinker anyways. That's 20 sum. Does that matter?
It's 23 sum.
Yeah, it's also
23.
area.
Oh yeah, because I removed 2. Oh yeah, with the area. Does that matter?
478.
Next up we have at 494. It did matter.
Oof.
Then you're sus.
Oh, there's still a way to go to 478. That might have mattered a bit.
This is ring and spoke.
I'm curious if this will end up just being method, because it seems like the most obvious way to approach some.
Who knows?
Who knows? We will find out tomorrow.
We will find out tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was pretty I was okay putting myself on the line and saying Ring and Spokes was very performant for Bestigon. For some, I don't feel that is true. I would put money on the opposite being true, but I have no idea.
This Justin GUI has the best solve, and that's how they know.
No.
At least are you confident that you're gonna make the mainstream for some too?
Unless something quite catastrophic happens, I'm in the mainstream for some.
Alright, next up we have at 488. What was the number again?
478.
Damn. Zane. The notes say probably not the
Also,
best, but all my attempted refinements just made it worse. Yeah?
Minerman's remark reminds me of a piece of advice I have for new players, which is to start early as you possibly can, because especially for metrics like sums, sometimes like the thing that helps the most is like just like
Time.
sleeping on a problem
Yeah.
and coming back to it the next day.
Amrat saying, can I have a little bit of power up now, please? Spare a little
Yeah,
power
like
up.
it's more valuable to spend half an hour each day on your solve than it is to spend 4 hours on the last day.
Oh my god, we have
Not
50
me spending
viewers.
4 hours on the last day solving both metrics.
Yeah, I feel like
Hey,
I called
well,
at
at
least,
least you're
a couple of people
making
out
the
there.
mainstream so far. I don't know how you're gonna do in this metric, but you made the mainstream for the previous one.
Yeah, I'm probably borderline for this one as well. We'll see.
Alright, next up we have... Oh, I didn't even notice last time. It's also at 65th. You have Ghost Avian.
Oh, it's a tie. First tie. Nice.
Mm. So, Ghost Avian says, short time VOD watcher, first time submitter. I'd be shocked if I make it past top 50. This is a sum submission. Delicious lustrous syrup. Does this syrup? It does syrup.
That's Sarah. I notice when any puzzle with like a 3 or a 4 atom input is like often ripe for syruping.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anything where you like the bonds in the input are not the same as the bonds in the output are ones you want to syrup, basically.
Yeah.
The world would be a much simpler place if the bonds in the input were always the bonds in the output.
Do we need to explain syrup
Oh.
tech again? Hookery is asking in the chat. Syrup tech is... If you look at ARM 1...
explained syrup like... Yeah, we explained syrup like an hour ago, but
if you look
check
at
out
ARM
what
1,
ARM1's doing,
yeah. ARM 1 has no access to the iron and iron and earth molecule anymore, but but it can bond to it to access the whole molecule again. That's basically syrup tech.
Yeah, and this specific arrangement of bonder debonder.
Yeah. Alright, next up, in 64th, 480. We still haven't reached the number yet. By Delta Mu Alpha, that's a new submitter. Welcome to the tournament. The notes say, my first time. I'm pretty sure Ghost Avian is also new, I think. So welcome to the tournament as well for Ghost Avian.
This is I don't like these bonds, I will just fix them myself.
It works pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, we love a good old assembly line.
Yeah.
Is this
and,
technically
like,
syrup tech? Does ARM2
Technically
technically
it is,
syrup?
but-
Oh no, yeah, it does.
But
Yeah, at the last moment.
ARM2 is technically syrup, but I would just classify
like
this as a production.
This,
Yeah, a
and then to
production
this,
line.
that's syrup.
But yeah, like a bonder forest like this is not actually like as expensive as you might think because they are only 10G each, whereas having lots of arms is 20G each, not including the track that you may have to put them on. So yeah, 235 is not as scary of a number as you might think the number would have otherwise been looking at this solve.
Yeah.
Though when you
Yeah,
get to
the-
the top
the,
end, you
um,
kind of do want not as many of these bonders and debonders, though.
Yeah. The trade-off between glyphs and track can be quite interesting for these lower cost glyphs because sometimes, you know, if you have to add 2 track to reuse a glyph, you may as well just place a second glyph. It's the same cost and might in some cases be faster.
Alright, next up we have, in 63rd, Fran. At 478 some, we finally reached it. It would have placed 63rd.
Oof, that's 5 placements.
Yeah, the notes say, my first solve was 487. After exploring some alternative configuration attempts that ended up in the 500, I stumbled on a layout that was low 480s, which I improved bit by bit to 478. I'm gonna guess that the winning solve is faster and a bit unhappy with my timing needed in the middle to turn everything around. But I think this is a local mint for my skills. I guess real mint is in the 300s. Gooey, what
I'm
do you think
curious,
about the
like-
Rio men?
I don't know why you keep asking me. Do you want me to suffer?
Yeah, Gooey, what
Mostly
do you think
because
the
you've been
min is?
talking about it. Anyways, what were you
Oh,
gonna say,
this
Mara?
does debonding after this bonds and then debonds. Look at the
Yes,
yeah.
this is what I wanted to draw attention to.
Yes,
This is
that's-
a cool motif. I like
You know
this.
what this reminds me of? That debonder layout, that reminds me of area in Snowflake Amputation. Snow Amputation.
Also, this uses this sort of, I mean, we've been calling it Zerobject motif to build the ring, but it does it in two different places. It builds both halves of the ring on different pairs of bonder, debonder.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next up we have
I suspect the
Mhm.
Hexarm speeds the solve up, so you would lose cycles, but you might gain them back on the saved area of not having to swing through all those empty hexes at the back. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Hexarm's
suspect the
the
normal
opposite.
one would be better, but you'd have to like actually program it out properly. You can't just, it's not a tinkerable fix. Sorry, Best.
Next up, in 61st, we have a tie at 463 some. First off with 42 Genus 42.
This is cheap.
The notes say, waste
Oh
chain is
yes, yes.
not... Waste. The notes say, waste chain is not good in some. However, I envisioned this quick and easy method to build, kind of based on week 1 in reverse, and it has lower sum than the Hexagon, so might as well upload it before I am away for a while.
Oh, and we've got Arm 2 is literally just fixing the chirality. This is what the best speed solve looks like, in my opinion. Yeah. If you manage to
Yeah.
get this working.
Speed solve optimal. If I think I see a wasted hex. If Arm 2 at one point does like 2 pivots and a rotate. If it did 3 pivots and then rotate.
Well, yeah, we're talking about wasted area. The fact that it's not 6p, so the waste chain is longer than it needs to be, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, and that too. Fair enough. So there's like 1 or 2 that, yeah.
Mm.
It
I mean,
wouldn't
you don't-
matter
this is
because
why you
it's
don't,
in a
like-
tie.
Yeah, I mean, oh, wait, so
Well, it would matter. if it's
60
in a
second,
time.
was 60-second, was 60-second place the best Hexagon solve, or?
No, this is a tie. It's tied on
Oh,
61st.
they said this isn't a tie.
No, this
My
is a
bad.
tie, yeah. It would have mattered because
Oh, yeah.
this is a tie, so any shave would have improved the placement. Would it? No, it would make
Well, it would've
someone worse.
ruined the other guy's
It would have
placement.
made someone's placement worse, yeah, true. Yeah. Next up, we have Person Dry. No notes.
Six speed just to optimize the waste chain is blinding stew.
I am chugging that stew so fast. You don't even...
And the gooey just cut out.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten placements, but because 60th I think is significantly, but not significantly, but enough better.
This class of sum solve, like around 160G 240 cycles, is cool. It's like it's just do the thing cheaply and see what like the minimum you can get away with while not being completely slow.
Alright, next up we have at 60th place at 455 some, Hazel.
Oh, it's another one of these class of sum solves. It's only 3 ups.
This is also halves.
This is really efficient. Where does this lose some?
by
Probably
having
the cycle
arms not
count,
doing
right?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's very slow.
231 cycles.
Yeah, I guess it's limited by Arm 1. If somehow you could offload some of the work onto Arm 2 or Arm 3, then you could save the cycle count.
Also, I would say it's not quite as area efficient as it could be.
Oh yeah.
I mean, area doesn't matter.
Yeah, if I was
It does when
trying
you
to
get to the
iterate
top.
on this, if I was trying to iterate on this solve, the first thing I would think is that Arm 1's trying to do too much. Let's split that
Yeah.
up into 2 arms.
Like, potentially try and get Arm 2 to also grab the input. But this is
Yeah,
still
or
pretty...
even introduce a 4th arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, an extra arm only has to reduce your tape loop by on average about 4 instructions in length for it to pay for itself in sum. So, yeah, especially if you're starting with a solve that's got very few arms, adding 1 arm can actually drastically improve the sum, even if it is 20G.
Next up in 59, we have Joseph at 456 sum.
Oh, these tiny shaves.
Yeah. The notes say, P2 I haven't solved for sum before. I actually like the metric way more than I expected to. It's been pretty fun trying to figure out how to optimize in one metric without sacrificing too much in another, even though I didn't dedicate as much time to this week. This is also halves.
The piston.
Oh,
Good
true.
old piston.
Next up, we have at 450 sum, in 56th place, Patinery. You heard that right. That's a 3-way tie.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the solves, it does make sense that there's a pileup around here. It's just like, there's a lot of ways to approach, and they kind of converge it. Oh, this hexarm! This hexarm is how you make spokes go fast. I reckon we'll be seeing this hexarm again.
The notes say, I am in Spain without the A.
We love spinning.
That's better than Spain without the S.
I'm sure a lot of people are in that too this week.
That hexarm is gaming though.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, it couldn't actually go much faster. And so for this motif to continue down into much lower sum, it just has to get significantly cheaper and smaller. And I just don't...
I could see a potential sum solve that's just like 3 arms, and it's just this hex arm, an input arm, and an output arm. And that could go very low despite not being that much faster.
I'm not sure that I see it personally.
Yeah, Arm
but,
1 is quite limiting here, actually. I think more work can be shared. I think Arm 3 and Arm 4 can be combined into 1 arm, but like Arm 1 is kind of limiting.
It is a lot of like physical movement to get
and
that
Arm 2.
triangle onto that hex arm and have the hex arm.
Yeah, Arm 2
rotating
is
its
also
way to
quite
the bonder.
limiting.
Yeah, I mean, you look
Like-
at how many empty cycles Arm 2 has on its tape loop. It's not very many.
Yeah.
So if this hex arm by itself cannot go much faster.
So,
So
we
one
were
thing
looking at
I think-
probably reducing 1 arm, and that will increase the sum to like.
So one thing that I think
minus-
really good sum solves do is reducing the total amount of movement, getting your atoms from input to output in the most like clean, efficient kind of way possible collectively. So the way I would describe how you would try to iterate on this is to find a way to get your input to the output that involves less movement than this.
All right.
Like, that's why Sum is so often considered so clean, because there's this really snappy movement or two that accomplishes, like, multiple things at once.
Next up, also in 56.
Yeah, it's one on geometry as much as anything else.
Yeah.
A different method entirely.
Yeah, so I guess now we're getting to here where we're seeing a common trend of having to pull inputs at different chirality. I think different sum solves will solve this in different ways, but this way is pretty common. It's the ARM2 that just reverses the chirality of the input. Now it's worth noting, I think you can do this without the track.
It's not It's not reversing the chirality. It's just rotating it.
Yeah.
So that
The same thing, right?
No.
No, that's not the same thing. Chirality is handedness. That's not the same thing as rotation.
It's
Like reversing the chirality would be swapping two of the atoms in the input. That changes the
Yeah.
chirality.
Yeah, that's what
Rotation
I'm
preserves chirality.
right.
No, yeah, no, I don't want to call it changing the chirality. It's just rotating it for easier.
Yeah.
So it's for a different order of the atoms you're getting.
Yeah.
them.
But anyway, I'm imagining the top sum solves are going to be able to just kind of do that seamlessly instead of needing an extra arm to do that.
All right, next up
Yeah,
we
you can imagine
have...
having arms
yeah,
that
you go
grab
first.
the input in different places instead.
Mayhaps.
Next up we have also at 56 again, Lilia. With another different solve. What is this doing? Oh, it's halves.
Double piston, love to see it.
And it's not...
Oh,
It's got double piston and it's the cheapest out of this pie.
I mean, yeah,
Rebix is
there's no
asking.
track. Huh.
Rebix is asking for Bonder unbonder guess. Number of Bonder unbonder guesses.
Well, I suppose as the only one here who hasn't solved the puzzle, I'm at liberty to guess. Let's just say, like, 5.
Alright,
5 total. I would think less than
5
that.
total.
Yeah.
Did not say I mainly focus on the other metric, so that isn't well. So this isn't that well optimized. I might not be able to catch a stream. So would it be possible to DM me what place I got when my results comes up? Well, you're here. I think you got a
Congrats on
similar
50
placement in Vestagon, didn't you, Lilia? No, you were 52nd. I think. So similar enough.
Yeah, no, we've also got an arm 1 chirality reversing arm.
Well, I mean, it's not chirality reverse. Sorta, kinda? Alright. Next up, we have, in 55th, we have How Mio at 447 sub. The notes say, sum is the best metric of this game. Also, Zerflex, I see you haven't been following my stream. This is so sad. My channel. Because if you follow my channel, you can use the Zuripaw emote for free. Oh, Mara, not you too.
This is fast.
There's an actual Zuripaws.
Sorry, Biss, none of your commentators are subscribed.
No, you don't have
The
to
thing is, I
subscribe,
actually
just
am.
following.
I am following, but that's just not how you like the Discord thing is not how you do an emote.
It still
Well,
works,
it's not.
doesn't it?
Well, that's not the name. Yeah, like I
Yeah, it's not the
typed
name,
colon
yeah.
Azuripor colon and it didn't come up
Because
with
I
the
tend to
name.
press tab before I finish typing the whole emote name. That's what I
That's a
tend
lot
to
of
do.
arms.
This is activating Biggie Sumsolve brain. It's the
Way too
exact
many
kind
arms.
of like cadence that Biggie's
Yeah.
Sumsolves usually operate at.
Yeah.
It's not the fastest. We've seen 106 cycles.
Yeah, it's not like the fastest, but it's like pretty fast Sumsolve hours,
Yeah.
Code Green says
which is like the
that,
Biggie
they're
point of the
watching on
burrito
mute.
curve.
Why is everyone spamming emotes? Spam some more. Confuse them even more. Alright, next up we have in 54th, we have Elitas. I think that's a new submitter. Welcome to the tournament. The notes say, I'm very new to the game. I have around 10 playing hours, including for the contest, so I figured this is pretty good. New player in 54th? That's pretty good to me.
It
I
is
feel
pretty
like I
good.
recognize this name from the Celeste community, but who knows? This is yeah. This is the cheap version of the spokes I was thinking about. Like this, but like 100 cycles faster, basically. Yeah, this is rad.
Oh, so that's why her name includes tasks. We've suddenly got a lot of Celeste players in the community. A lot more than we had. I mean, we already had quite a bit.
It's a bit like as the community is growing, there's more and more overlap between people from other communities. There's more of the gamers are finding us in that little corner of the internet.
Yeah, no, like if there was just some way to utilize Arm 3 more like that, I'm just like thinking out loud here. Like, imagine Arm 3 sharing the track loop with Arm 1, so it could also do some of the output manipulation or something like that. Don't know. Yeah,
Alright.
this is already pretty clean.
Next up, we have in
Showing
53rd.
Showing that debonder type, like there's no reason, like while the ring has been built, there's no reason why the top debonder couldn't be used. So, there's some good stuff here.
Like I think spokes can definitely go quite low.
Next up, in 53rd, we have 442 some Minor Man.
Huge drops.
Huge, the biggest. The notes say, rework the layout to remove the piston arm and some track. Notes from when I settled on this general layout. Create a new solution inspired by the assembly process from my Hexagon solution, wherein I assembled the core Hexagon first and then added the pips. This avoids having a ton of bonders and debonders from my previous solution, assembling in halves with incorrect bonds that need to be adjusted later.
This feels like you don't need the second 2-track on Arm 3. Maybe it saves area, but I feel like you could just pivot and output somehow. Because those 2-track at the end are only used for outputting. Don't know.
Next up. In 51st.
Oh,
We
there
have
was a tie for 51st.
At 440 some, we have Dark Brick. And if you're...
Who was claiming that ring and spokes was the way to go for some, I believe.
This is Ring and Spoke. Also, yeah, Shavor is one of the two. Shavor is the other person at 440 some. These are the two unfortunate people that haven't been able to make the mainstream. But now you can talk about yourself all you want.
We have 2 Johnny 51st placements.
Is that the new name we're
Hmm.
calling 51st now? No more little Timmy.
That was
Johnny 51st is my new best friend now.
I think the thing that might actually end up killing Spring and Spokes is that your Arm 3 is doing the Piston of Justice movement, and to do that you have to regrab, and you have to regrab 6 times. Whereas you'd want to ideally be able to do it without grabbing at all. Like, what you really want is to be able to put Arm 3 in the middle of the output and have it just rotate.
Yeah, if only
Goes so
that
much
worked.
faster.
If
Yeah.
only.
With a piston on track, you can do the entire ring and spokes construction, only grabbing the central ring twice.
Yeah.
But you need a piston on track.
Yeah, and as we see here, you need to, I think, you have to regrab, because you also have to regrab an extra time to get the final bond on the spoke, or the ring, rather, or something like that.
Anyways, Piston of Justice is the pivot move action.
Yeah. That's a good question. How much G would you pay for an arm with an uncollidable base, a ghost arm?
How much would you pay for? How much would you pay for a Waldo?
Yeah, Waldo.
like honestly at least 30G. Maybe 40G? Like, especially for a puzzle like this where you have a ring without a middle. Like,
And the Waldo
a
doesn't
Waldo
even...
would be,
Yeah, but a
would be
Waldo...
so good for outputting.
Well, I mean, a Waldo is kind of different, though. A Waldo is just a grabber on the track, I would assume.
But like an invisible track.
Not just a grabber on a track. You still have to have the track.
Alright, no, right, it's a ghost track. You can't collide with it, we're assuming here.
Alright, next up, Shavor.
Yeah, what are people talking about? Like, imagine if Opus Magnum had a grab drop instruction like Space Cam. Like, that would be cool.
This is a ring and spoke method again.
Yeah, this might be the ring and spokes pile up, which probably continues onto the mainstream if I had to guess, because these don't quite. These are clean, but like there's a certain feeling you get when you watch a really clean sum solve that is hard to describe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you've got when you're looking at the sum leaderboards and you see something you really like. You kind of like have. Yeah. I always have Goodbye Galaxy's voice in my head now, going clean.
Oh yeah, amazing.
From the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, local min type solves a good way to put it.
This.
Yeah, I guess this doesn't quite look like a local min type solve to me. Yeah. Like, still got a few limiting arms.
And this is where we'll end our stream.
Ooh, I felt like
Do you think we'll get to the 300s?
We haven't even gotten to the 400s. Like I haven't gotten sub 400 yet. Yeah.
Just wait till we get to the 100s.
Oh boy. You know, for having 4 yappers on stream, this stream went by way faster than all the previous.
Well, that's because it had like half the submitters.
True, but like still.
If we would have gone on for like 6 hours if we were on for week 1.
I mean, I would have like tried to move y'all on faster, despite the extra amount of yappers. But yeah, I believe the main stream will be, I think I negotiated with Kazuya to start at 6 a.m. my time, but I might be able to be up at 5. So that would be, -8 would be 10 p.m. 9 or 10 p.m. UTC.
So for those who are in the top 50, let the vague posting begin.
You got a whole day
I'm
of
sure
vague
it's already
posting.
begun.
Yeah,
gonna
you got
mute
more
the
than a day
Discord.
of vague posting. Have fun, you all.
Just you wait until you top 50 Bestagon players aren't at min primary.
Midnight result streams, we are so back. Yeah, that used to be a thing for Europeans, the midnight streams.
Well,
You know what?
those were the Zorflex 10 a.m. specials, weren't they?
Yeah. But alright. Thank you all for coming, and this is where we'll be ending our stream. Look forward to the main stream tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be seeing y'all. Bye.
Thanks for having us, Best.